Hi, friends. Welcome to another 5 Minutes of Hope with me, the reluctant missiologist. We've been talking about how to have hope in troubled times. And recently, we've been looking at the passages in Isaiah 40 to 55, what are called the suffering servant passages, talking about Jesus, the one who would come and suffer and die and rise again. But also, these passages apply to us, Christians, the people of God, who follow the suffering servant, who will experience suffering in our lives because we live in a fallen world, a world that is full of suffering. And suffering isn't just something kept for those who are punished by God, but suffering is something that happens in a world that is full of sin and darkness and trouble. It's been all the more relevant or coming to life as we deal with this current epidemic, the coronavirus. And as we look at Isaiah 40 to 55, we're now in Isaiah 41. And I want to look at verses 10 and 13. And here we see Isaiah talking to the people as they will be coming out of judgment, coming out of exile. And picture this. These are people coming out of a place where they've had their whole world turned upside down for a whole generation, a couple of generations. And now they don't know how to put their life back together. It's going to be a new normal. They don't have a temple. They don't have a place of worship. Everything is different. Every day is a bit uncertain. And how will they put it all back together? And here, this is what the prophet says. He says, "Do not fear, I will be with you. Do not be afraid, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my victorious right arm." And then he says in verse 13, "For I am the Lord who holds your right hand. It is I who am with you, and I will help you." Now, this just speaks so loud to me as a blind person. I just think about this so often as every day I go outside, there's a bit of uncertainty. When I go walking, when I go somewhere, there's always a chance something could be different. Something could be in the way, and I have my white cane to help me. But it's so different than if I could see where I was going. And when I think about this with somebody holding my right hand, I can picture God being right there, holding my right hand, saying, "I will be with you. I will help you walk through whatever you're going through. I will help you get to where you need to go." And I picture it because I've experienced it in real life where I have my wife will hold my hand, or I'll hold her arm, or I'll hold the arm of a friend when I'm walking somewhere, especially somewhere unfamiliar. And when I first moved to Bangkok, I remember this very vividly. There was a place we'd go to eat street food that was just delicious, but we'd walk from the street where we lived down another street. And as we walked on the sidewalk past along this major road, Ramkhamhaeng Road, and over a bridge that went over a canal, and this bridge would take us there, and we'd walk, not that far, just a couple blocks. But I felt like I was taking my life in my hands for the first months that I lived in Bangkok, because buses and cars and taxis would be driving by so fast on the major road. I did not want to walk there unless I was walking with someone. It felt so uncertain, so treacherous, so dangerous. It's not just walking around the road with big signs in the way, or light poles, or whatever was in the roadway, but the cars zooming by. And I could do it because I could put my arm on a friend that I could trust. I wouldn't walk with just anyone. I had to walk with people who I knew would be there for me and who would walk in a way that I could trust them, especially my wife. And this is the same thing God's saying is, I will be with you. I will hold your hand, as he's talking to people coming out of exile. When you don't know what's going on, when everything is upside down, when life is uncertain, when life seems dark, I am with you to walk with you through the darkness. And that's the God we serve, is a God who comes and meets us in the place where we are, in the places where we feel isolated, in the places where we feel dark. He's there, and he's present, and he's walking with us. So wherever you're at, whatever is going on in your life as you're watching this, I want you to know God's right there. He's taking hold of you. And as we say every time, keep grabbing onto Jesus. Remember now, Jesus is grabbing onto you at the same time. He's holding you, and he'll keep holding onto you. Until we talk again, keep holding on to hope.